Dear student, I Dr. Nobul Kumar, Assistant Professor in Department of Electronic and Communication Engineering, NIT Patna. I hope all you are safe in COVID-19 pandemic. Uh, Please follow the guideline issued by Indian government and stay in home and be safe. In previous lecture, it is my second lecture on operational amplifier. In previous lecture, I have discussed the closed loop gain of inverting and non-inverting op-amp with finite open loop gain A. In this lecture, I'll discuss a single op-amp difference amplifier. Basically, a difference amplifier, as name indicate, it amplifies the difference of input signal. Basically, it will amplify the difference of non-inverting and inverting terminal signal. So, look at this picture. If I'll say, is this picture or is this circuit will work as a difference amplifier? The answer is no. It will not work as a difference amplifier. Why? Why it will not work as a difference amplifier? Because if I solve this circuit and do analysis of this circuit, I see that here we have applied input at both terminal, inverting as well as non-inverting terminal. So for solving this circuit, we have to use superposition theorem. In superposition theorem, what we do? First we ground the non-inverting terminal and apply input at inverting terminal. So if I ground non-inverting terminal and apply input at inverting terminal, basically it will work as a non-inverting or inverting configuration. Sorry, it will work as an inverting configuration. So what is gain of inverting, closed loop gain of inverting configuration? What is closed loop gain? AC of inverting configuration. Inverting configuration, it will be simply minus R2 by R1. And if I ground the inverting terminal and apply input at non-inverting terminal, then what is the gain of non-inverting terminal? Basically, this configuration is work as a non-inverting configuration. If I ground the inverting configuration and apply input at non-inverting configuration, so what is closed loop gain? The closed loop gain for non-inverting configuration is 1 plus R2 by R1. So look here. If I apply superposition for making difference amplifier, what happens? The gain of inverting configuration is minus R2 by R1 and the gain of non-inverting configuration is 1 plus R2 by R1. So if the gain of non-inverting configuration is greater than the gain of inverting configuration. But one thing here we notice is this negative sign. The gain of inverting configuration, the gain of non-inverting configuration show some negative value, and the gain of inverting configuration shows some negative value, and the gain of non-inverting terminal shows some positive value. It means it is good if I sum up these two value for applying superposition theorem. Then what happens? It will cancel out somehow gain, but it will not perfectly cancel out. For making difference amplifier, we have to perfectly match these two gain. So here we notice that the gain of non-inverting configuration is greater than the gain of inverting configuration. So we have two options to make these two gain equal. First option is either increase the gain of inverting configuration, and second option is to decrease the gain of non-inverting configuration for making these two gain equal. Increasing the gain of inverting configuration is not an easy task. It cannot achieve easily. We can easily decrease the gain of non-inverting configuration. How we can easily decrease the gain of non-inverting configuration? Simple, by applying attenuator circuit. So here we have applied attenuator circuit. So look here. Here we have applied attenuator circuit, and the value of this resistance is R3 and the value of this resistance is R4. Now I'll check what is the gain of this configuration. Now this circuit will work as a difference amplifier. Maybe this circuit is work as a difference amplifier. It will work as a difference amplifier if the gain of inverting configuration is equal to the gain of non-inverting configuration in magnitude form, or we can say the magnitude of the gain of inverting configuration is equal to the magnitude of the gain of non-inverting configuration. So again here we have applied superposition theorem for solving this circuit. If I ground non-inverting configuration, it will work as an inverting configuration. So what is gain of inverting configuration? Here we are omitting the negative sign, only taking magnitude. It is R2 by R1. Now if I ground inverting configuration, if I ground the voltage at inverting configuration and apply voltage at non-inverting configuration, basically it will work as a non-inverting amplifier. So what is gain of non-inverting configuration in this scenario? For that we have to calculate voltage at this point. What is voltage at this point? Only we have applied voltage division rule. So what is voltage of this point? R4 divided by R3 plus R4 multiply this voltage. So if I found the voltage at this point, we know the gain of non-inverting configuration is equal to 1 plus R2 by R1, and voltage at this point. What is voltage at this point? R4 divided by R3 plus R4. If these two gain becomes equal, then we can say this circuit will work as a difference amplifier. So look, here we have applied equal sign and solve this circuit. So solve it. This is R2 by R1. It is equal to R1 plus R2 by R1, R4 and R3 plus R4. So R1 will be cancelled out, and we can rearrange this equation. After rearranging, we can write R1 plus R2 divided by R2 is equal to R3 plus R4 divided by R4. So we can write here 1 plus R1 by R2 is equal to 1 plus R3 by R4. So just see it. So one will cancel out. We can write R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4. So it is a very, here we have get a very important relation between the resistance R1, R2, R3 and R4. If the ratio of these two resistance is equal to the ratio of these two resistance, we can say it will work as a difference amplifier. Or in layman language, we can say if R1 equal to R3 and R2 equal to R4, if I make this resistance R3 equal to R1 and if I make this resistance R4 equal to R2, we can say it will work as a difference amplifier. So look, is this circuit is work as a difference amplifier? with this condition? So for solving this circuit, again we have applied superposition theorem. In superposition theorem, what we will do? First we will ground the voltage at non-inverting terminal and apply voltage at inverting terminal. If I ground the voltage at non-inverting terminal, it means it will work as an inverting configuration. So I want to check output voltage V naught. What is V naught at that condition? Simply minus R2 by R1 and VI1. Now, if I ground the voltage at inverting terminal, this configuration is simply work as a non-inverting configuration. So here we are assuming this voltage is VIC. So what is if I ground voltage at inverting configuration and apply voltage at non-inverting configuration, it will work as a non-inverting amplifier. Then the gain of this condition is plus 1 plus R2 by R1 multiply voltage at this point VIC. And what is voltage at this point? Simply we have applied voltage division rule. So look here, what is V naught? V naught is equal to minus R2 by R1 VI1 plus 1 plus R2 by R1 into apply voltage division rule R4 R3 plus R4 VI2. So this is total voltage at this point. Now we have applied these conditions. Here we will make R1 equal to R3 and R2 equal to R4. Wait 1 minute. So apply these two conditions on this equation. So if I apply this condition, we will get V naught equal to minus R2 by R1 VI1 plus R2 by R1 VI2. So we can write here V naught equal to R2 by R1 VI2 minus VI1. So look here, this circuit is work at perfect difference amplifier if I make R1 equal to R3 and R2 equal to R4. So we can write here V naught equal to R2 by R1 and we can write the difference of these two voltages VID. So what is gain of difference amplifier? The gain of difference amplifier is the ratio of V naught divided by VID is R2 by R1. Now here we have get the gain of difference amplifier is R2 by R1. Now I'll find the input resistance. What is input resistance of this difference amplifier? For that, here we have applied a common voltage VID, and we are assuming this current is I1 and out incoming current is also I1, and the voltage drop across these 2 points is 0. So if I apply KVL in this loop, we can write VID is equal to I1 R3 plus 0 plus I1 R1. Here we have applied condition R1 equal to R3. So VID equal to I1 R1 plus I1 R1. So VID is equal to 2 I1 R1. So input resistance is input voltage divided by input current. So VID divided by I1 is equal to 2R1. This is input resistance. So look here. Here we are getting some problem in this circuit. Input resistance is to R1. Basically, I want to make high input resistance, as well as I want to achieve high gain. If I'll make R1 very large, then what happens? Gain will be very low. So we have to trade off between input impedance, resistance or gain. So this circuit will not work perfect difference amplifier. So we have to search some alternative option, and the alternative option is instrumentation amplifier that I'll discuss in later lecture. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture.